top three industries if you see in VR. First is of course gaming,
Right.
and second is healthcare, third is education, and fourth is specifically into sports. The shooting coach basically came inside and started saying what these people are doing with the VR headsets.
Right.
And then we started interacting with her.
Right.
And long story short, basically, while coming back from that turf back to our home, we decided that okay, let's drop the kabaddi.
Right.
Let's build in shooting sports.
Right.
In India, we have around 1,25,000 registered athletes.
Okay.
With the NRAI, which is National Rifle Association of India.
Okay.
And in general, there are 3-4 lakh people who are involved into shooting sports in India.
Fantastic.
Even the Baku's shooting range director, he played it.
Oh, nice.
And he immediately ordered 2 sets for the shooting range itself.
Nice.
Because it's a standing game. You can just stand and take up your hand ahead. So typically that's much space is required. So building something for participation, for inclusivity, that would matter a lot rather than everybody going into the sports analytics side. One of the main reason that even I do shooting is basically getting in the focus.
Right.
Because right now, if you see, all our time basically goes into watching reels.
True.
And everybody is spending time on that.
Yeah.
Our attention span has become very short. So if you want to use the technology, use it the best way that you can. And even for the, not for the kids, but even for people like us, elders, they can practice the shooting, get their focus in. And it will help them with the focus, the attention part of it. And even they will enjoy the game.
True.
Everyone, right now, every top player in chess, they are there on chess.com. So you and me can also play with the top chess athletes around the world.
Wow.
So that is what we want to basically do it for shooting sports.
Oh, brilliant. I love that vision. So here is a fun fact. India right now ranks second globally when it comes to sports tech investment. In fact, by 2029, the investment into sports tech is expected to go up to 49,500 crores. Can you imagine that? So our guest for today is someone who's building something unique in the field of sports tech, especially for the sport of shooting. Hello everyone and welcome to KRITVA Unplugged, your sports podcast. I am Tanushree. I'm a sports storyteller and your host for this podcast. Our guest for today is Devdatta Puntambekar. So Devdatta is a seasoned XR entrepreneur with over 12 years of experience in the industry. He serves as the founder and CEO of Sattvarise Technologies. He's created a product. He leads DEFTXR, a specialized VR medical education platform featuring human anatomy at its core product to revolutionize medical training. Additionally, he is the co-founder of Pro Shooter VR, an immersive Olympic-style sports simulation, establishing him as a leader in both the educational and gaming application of spatial computing. So Devdatta, welcome to the KRITVA podcast.
Yes, thank you.
So let's jump right into our questions. So you've been in the AR/VR industry for more than 12 years now. So what is it that made you want to pick up or create a product which is related to sports simulation?
Yeah, so I've been basically building products and services for multiple industries.
Okay.
And top three industries, if you see in VR, first is of course gaming.
Right.
And second is healthcare, third is education. And fourth is specifically into sports. And when I played sports in VR, so there is a game called Golf Plus VR
Okay.
and 11 VR, which is a table tennis game.
Okay.
They are as close to reality as possible and which are really engaging. So these two games basically got me excited to build something in sports.
Okay. And so did you want to build something on the similar lines itself, or how is it that you picked the sport that you wanted to build this in?
So we since cricket was already taken, so we thought of basically building something which is global, which has of course a potential to grow the game, not just in India but across the global stage.
Right.
And of course there is a money, because
Angle to
unless
it.
and there is money, we
Correct.
cannot basically build something in sports also.
True.
So we thought of basically building for Kabaddi initially,
Hmm.
because Kabaddi is being played by many countries
Right.
these days. And there is a Pro Kabaddi League as well.
Hmm.
So as we are basically researching for Kabaddi, meeting people, so there is a place in Negdi, Nyan Prabodhini.
Okay.
So there is a Kabaddi turf, and we were interacting with the coach and other people. So athletes were basically wearing VR headsets on the Kabaddi turf, and just to turf next to turf there is a shooting range. So the shooting coach basically came inside and started saying what these people are doing with the VR headsets,
Right.
right? And then we started interacting with her.
Right.
And long story short, basically, while coming back from that turf back to our home, we decided that okay, let's drop the kabaddi,
Right.
let's build in shooting sports.
Right. But so interestingly, tell me ki kabaddi is a very physical sport, right? So how does VR in kabaddi work exactly? Because golf, I can understand it's an individual sport, or even shooting for that matter that you have selected. But how does it work in the kabaddi field?
So there is a game, there is an application called Resil,
Okay.
which is basically about training the people in team sports.
Right.
So it takes care of NFL, football as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
So even we were basically planning to build training modules for kabaddi athletes.
Ah. Okay.
So it's not just the on-field
Hmm.
training that matters, but even the off-the-field, like your reaction time, multiple other modules which sports science also suggests,
Right.
which can be built into the kabaddi side.
Correct. Okay. So coming back to your product that you have developed, can you explain a little bit about how does your tech work?
Sure. So we have built world's first shooting sports simulation
Wow. Nice.
tool,
Okay.
and we want to make shooting sports affordable, accessible, and give more awareness to the shooting sports in general. So if you see, of course, in India, we have won most individual medals, the team medals in the shooting discipline
Right.
at the Olympics.
Correct. Correct.
And there is only one gold medal which we have from Abhinav Bindra, which is again in shooting. So of course, there is a sport is growing in India, and if you see, there are more than 163 countries
Wow.
which actually play the shooting sport.
Okay.
In India, we have around 1,25,000 registered athletes
Okay.
with the NRAI, which is National Rifle Association of India.
Okay.
And in general, there are 3-4 lakh people who are involved into shooting sports in India.
Fantastic.
But in order to grow the sport to masses, right, and we cannot expect just one person to basically bring medal to us again and again.
Correct.
So we need to basically get more people into it. More than 10 lakh, 20 lakh people should be involved into the shooting sport. So there should be a competition, a tough competition, that who will represent India at the Olympics. And in order to grow that, we have built Pro Shooter VR,
Okay.
where everybody can pick up shooting sport easily.
So how does that work? So you obviously have the the headset and all of that. But have you also created like a pistol, or how does your tech work specifically?
Right. So initially we basically focused on the software part,
Okay.
getting the technology right, the accuracy right.
Okay.
And once we cracked that accuracy part, then we moved on to the actual weight and feel of the weapon. So if you see the weapon, we already have it, where we mount a controller, virtual reality controller inside it,
Okay.
and then you actually get to feel the weight and feel of the weapon.
Wow. Okay.
So we have designed in-house.
Okay.
Right now it's 3D printed. Now we are also working on a product, the accessory, where the material is exactly the same as what
The actual.
a real weapon has been made.
Okay.
And we are also right now manufacturing that weapon, which would be ready by this month end.
Fantastic. So, how do you do the research for all of this? So, when you are building the software, I understand, but when you're actually building that actual product, so do you work with people who are in the shooting sports, or how does that work?
Yeah, so fortunately, we have been guided by a lot of people,
Hmm.
not just the big names, but people who have played state championships, national championships, or who have been coaches at different levels. So they are basically guiding us. Whenever we have queries, we basically talk to them. And we also have weapons which we have bought. We have basically tried to dismantle them, see the individual weights of the barrel, the grip, and all.
Right.
And that is how we are kind of doing the reverse engineering to build the physical accessory.
So, how many people have you overall spoken to, in the entire time that you are building this, the software as well as the hardware? So, how many people have you spoken to?
I think in India, we have spoken to more than 50 people who are involved into the shooting
Right.
side,
Right.
who have been, like I said, athletes, coaches,
Correct.
even the Olympians that we have.
Wow. Nice.
So we have got a good response from them. And internationally also, we have spoken to Olympic champions, world champions,
Okay.
where their feedback was very necessary for us in order to where we are today.
Correct, correct. Because it needs to be more future focused than just for what is happening right now.
Yes.
So you've also gone to Azerbaijan for your research
Right.
bit of it as well, right?
Yeah. So initially, when we built our first version, that's MVP, that we say, minimum viable product.
Correct, correct.
And me and my co-founder Soham, we had already planned that once we build a good product, we'll basically showcase it at the global level,
Right.
so that we get the feedback from all types of people.
Correct.
And we basically went to World Shooting Championship in Baku, Azerbaijan.
Right.
And there we showcased the app to more than 20 people from multiple nationalities. Some of them were Olympic champions, world champions.
Right.
So surprisingly, we got interesting feedbacks. So they really loved the entire software experience. Some of the feedbacks that they gave us was we weren't really expecting this would be as realistic as this is.
Wow, nice.
So that was a good validation for us.
Yeah.
And at that time, we did not have the physical accessory of the weapon.
Right.
So many of us gave the feedback that, okay, this is with the controller, this is all good. We can actually shoot, we can get the feel of it. But we need that physical accessory.
Correct.
And that was the point when we decided that, okay, let's focus on the physical accessory part as well. And then we started building that particular accessory. And whatever our assumptions was, that people should use this for the training purpose,
Correct.
for the recreational purpose. So all the assumptions that we had, we spoke to all these athletes and it got validated on that our 6-day tour in World Shooting Championship. Even the Baku's shooting range director, he played it.
Oh, nice.
And he immediately ordered 2 sets for the shooting range itself.
Nice.
So that was a big validation. And we met the ISSF secretary
Okay.
that time. And even he played it and he also mentioned it, okay, this is something we have been seeing for the first time and we should promote it.
Correct.
So that was a big boost for us because we don't come from a shooting sports fraternity as much. But that basically gave us a lot of confidence in building around the sport.
Correct. So, what exactly was the gap that you had identified? So now I understand why it is that you picked up shooting as a sport, but what was the gap that you wanted to kind of fill up by providing this solution?
Right. So first is of course the affordability.
Correct.
Let's say if all of us want to play the shooting sports right now,
Yeah.
then we don't have a facility or we just can't get up and go to some shooting range.
True.
And start playing it, right?
True. True.
But possibly we can just have a bat and ball and possibly play a gully cricket here.
Correct.
Right. So affordability and accessibility are the major things that we identified.
Okay.
And then we started talking to athletes, the kind of expenses that they make in terms of shooting range expenses, the weapon, the accessory, and the recurring expenses they have with the pellets, bullets. So all these problems that we identified, and we thought that okay, these are the uh, in terms of affordability, we can give a lot of value to it. And for practice, let's say an athlete basically shoots 200, 300 shots per day.
Right.
There is a cost associated with respect
Correct.
with the pellets and bullets.
True.
But with Pro Shooter VR, it's
Yeah.
the cost is nil for the
Absolutely.
recurring.
Correct.
There is no recurring expenses as
Correct.
such.
Correct.
So that was the major thing that even everybody liked it. After, of course, they've experienced the realism of Pro Shooter VR.
So getting into shooting is, I think what you have done is made it exciting and made it easy for people to even just experience ki whether we want to take this ahead as a sport or not, or just, have it as a recreational. That's a very interesting thought process that you actually brought out.
Right, and it of course made it shooting sports very safe because we are not firing the real bullet.
Correct, correct.
So even the schools kids can basically pick it up at. I mean, school kids can pick it up at the earlier
Very
age,
young age, yeah.
and parents would be, of course, they would be happy to introduce in a safer environment.
Correct.
And if we have more people coming into shooting sports from the school level, college level, and that is how we basically increase the uh, participation or the awareness for the sport at the younger age.
So what is the youngest age and the oldest age at which a person can, get into this?
I think his youngest, it could be as uh, when the kid can basically pick up the weapon and hold it straight. That could be the youngest. Possibly 10, 11 would be the ideal.
Okay.
Even the one thing that we are doing in terms of school solutions that we have, where we plan to introduce the lighter weapon. So typically a 10-meter pistol is around 850 grams and above.
Okay.
But we plan to introduce around 450, 500 gram weapon.
Okay.
So that school kids can pick it up very easily and they can start playing.
Correct.
So that is for the younger ones.
Okay.
And the older is, I mean, it has no age bar. So as long as you can pick up the weapon and shoot, it's good.
Oh, that is fantastic. So now in shooting, as I understand, there are 9 different verticals when it comes to playing competitively, right?
Right.
So have you created products for all the 9 verticals or, specific ones?
Right. So the focus is basically to build all the 9 disciplines.
Right.
But right now we have 10-meter air pistol, 10-meter air rifle, and 25-meter pistol.
Wow.
So after that, 10-meter pistol is something that we are taken to the market at the moment.
Okay.
So 10-meter air rifle is still into testing mode, which possibly will get into market in a couple of months. And then 25-meter pistol.
So now you mentioned some time back about kids getting into this or making it easy for the kids. So I understand that kids are the first target audience per se for you to introduce this product to. Who could be other ideal people who can maybe purchase this from you, or either for themselves or for playing competitively? So who would your ideal clients be?
So of course, one is like school and college kids that they have. So we can go into the schools and colleges. That is our market. But in a couple of months, we'll also introduce the individual solution. Where let's say if you are interested, you can buy the solution and you can start playing at your home.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, and ideally that's the place where we want to go to.
Okay.
Where anybody can pick up the sport and start playing.
Correct, correct.
And there will be training modules inside it.
Okay.
So even if you are not a shooter or you don't know how to pick up the weapon, all the training modules would be there inside the app, so that you get the entire training right from picking up the weapon to aiming to the target and shooting your first shot and get trained and start shooting.
How much space does one usually require to play this, or
yeah, so typically we say that around 25 to 30 square foot space is more than enough.
Okay.
Because it's a standing game. You can just stand and take up your hand ahead. So
So-
typically that's much space is required. So let's say in a 10 by 12 room, we can have more than 4 people playing the sport together.
Oh, that is nice. So even for maybe fitness centers or like experience centers that are coming up right now, this could also be a good source of income for them as well. Introducing people to the sport, yes, but a good source of income otherwise as well, right?
Yes, definitely. So many sports centers are coming up, experience centers are coming out.
Correct.
So we want to basically build like pro shooter VR cafes where
Oh,
we
that is interesting.
basically supply all the material,
Right.
and the experience center owners, they can basically install it and start generating revenue on top of it.
Oh, that is fantastic. So, overall now, how expensive is it to get into shooting as a sport in India?
It's it's quite expensive once a person decides to compete at states or national levels,
Right.
because the weapon itself costs a lot. The 10-meter pistol costs around 2 lakh rupees, the international
Wow.
standard one.
Okay.
Then the rifle costs around 4.5-5 lakh rupees.
Wow.
So of course the initial costs are quite high. And then, as I said earlier, there are recurring costs to the sport, pellets, uh, the range costs,
Yeah.
right?
And
So
the trainer,
typically,
all of that.
and a trainer. So typically, in a city like Pune, so an athlete can spend at least 7 to 10,000 rupees a month on 10-meter air pistol or 10-meter air rifle.
Right.
If it's 25-meter pistol or shotgun, the cost basically skyrocket a lot. It could go to 30-40,000 a month, up to a lakh rupee a month.
Wow. Apart from the capital investment that they have to do.
Absolutely, yeah.
My God. So this is a very interesting way to check whether you are good at it and whether you can sustain the entire, the journey of becoming a sports person in shooting.
Right.
Oh, that is interesting. So there are two big events for shooting coming up in India in the coming months, right?
Yes.
So can you just explain a little more about those?
Right. So in February, we have Asian Shooting Championship,
Okay.
which will be held at Karni Shooting Range in Delhi.
Okay.
And there will be inaugural Shooting League of India.
Okay.
So on the lines of IPL, Pro Kabaddi League, right? There is a Shooting League of India which is happening for the first time.
Wow.
And it is expected that athletes from not just from India, but from around the world would be participating with whatever teams that they will have. So currently, Shooting League of India has introduced 3 teams.
Okay.
There is a Mumbai team, Delhi team, and a UP team.
Okay.
We could probably expect 5, 6 or more teams participating in a Shooting League of India.
So shooting is actually, even apart from playing competitively, it's also going to become beneficial at a financial level as well. So in premier leagues as such, could be a good source
that's
of
the goal.
income.
If you see, just last year, the archery league was held for the first time, and they made it spectator friendly. So even if you see shooting as a sport, frankly speaking, it is not spectator friendly. It looks kind of boring. But the idea is to make it more spectator friendly. So let's see what are the plans they have, the SLI team has, and hopefully everyone enjoys watching the shooting sport as well.
Correct.
Because playing is of course fun,
Correct.
and let's see how the watching experience go ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So this is the end of the first segment.
Okay.
So we now come to the second segment of our podcast. This is like a rapid fire. Okay. So I have a list of questions and quick answers for that.
Okay.
Okay. So if someone wants to get into sports tech field right now, what are the kind of career options that are there for this?
Okay. So everybody right now is trying to build something on the sports analytics side,
Right.
because the way AI and ML has transformed the stuff. But I would say something on the simulation side, or where more people can participate in the sport, because there are so many sports that we have. So building something for participation, for inclusivity, that would matter a lot, rather than everybody going into the sports analytics side.
And so you also mentioned that you were working on training the trainer aspect of it as well, right?
So we are not working on that, but that is
Okay.
something, an area where people who want to build into sport,
Huh.
they can build this training the trainers modules.
Right.
Because if you see again, if you just consider India,
Hmm.
we have a lot many top athletes who have played the game.
Hmm.
We have top coaches, but if you see the coach to athletes ratio,
Hmm.
uh, that is something which we have to work on.
Hmm.
So getting the top trainer's mind
Hmm.
into the machine
Hmm.
and building the training the trainers program,
Right.
so that you and me
Hmm.
or the kids basically can have access to the top coach,
Hmm.
uh, even if they are not there.
Hmm.
So that is something that people should focus on in building in the sports tech
Future.
area.
You mentioned some time back about audience experience. So, in terms of archery or shooting, so as a sport, when you're participating, it is very exciting. But to an audience, it may not be as such. Do you think eventually there could be tech which also improves audience experience of sports?
Of course, there would be,
Huh.
because if you just see the cricket,
Right.
uh, with the technology a lot, the experience has evolved a lot
Hmm.
compared to last 10-15 years.
Hmm.
So even in other sports, not
Hmm.
just shooting, but even in other sport, that experience will be elevating
Hmm.
as people try to create innovative ideas
Hmm.
and make spectator friendly
Hmm.
experiences or spectator friendly products.
True. Oh, wonderful. Uh, so, if somebody doesn't want to play or be a part of shooting competitively, by using your product, what are the other benefits that they could also get?
So one of the main reason that even I do shooting is basically getting in the focus.
Right.
Uh, because right now, if you see, all our time basically goes into watching reels,
True.
and everybody is spending time on that.
Yeah.
Our attention span has become very short. So if you want to use the technology, use it the best way that you can.
Hmm.
And even for the, not again, just not for the kids, but even for people like us, elders,
Yeah.
they can practice the shooting,
Hmm.
get their focus in,
Hmm.
and uh, it will help them with the focus, the attention part
Yeah.
of it,
And
and even they will
concentration.
enjoy the game.
True.
Because once you hit at the target,
Hmm.
even if you get a 1 pointer or 2 pointer,
Hmm.
it hooks you that you want to basically do more.
Correct.
You want to aim for 4, 5, 10.
Hmm.
And to tell you, the target is very small,
Hmm.
and consistently shooting the 6, 7, even it's hard for us.
Hmm.
So it requires a lot of focus, not just the mind, but even the body.
Correct.
Keeping your body still, your breath still.
Right.
Because a small mismatch in the breath also affects the score.
Hmm.
So it's a,
From whatever you're sharing, it could also be a very interesting thing to have in the corporate offices as well. So, in their breaks, or if they are not able to concentrate, I think this could be a great
yes,
way to bring their attention back to
of course. So
work. Yeah,
the recreational part
correct,
holds a lot of value,
correct, correct.
because as I mentioned earlier, focus, concentration are key
Yeah,
aspects.
yeah,
And uh, of course, you don't want to meditate and do all that stuff,
correct,
but you also enjoy the game.
correct.
So
Yeah.
people who don't want to meditate,
Hmm.
by closing their eyes,
Hmm.
they can wear the Pro Shooter VR
Hmm.
headsets
Hmm.
and play the game and have
Correct.
focus and attention.
Beautiful, yeah. So since it is technology, I'm sure it is very cost heavy. So in Pro Shooter VR, do you have any, if people want to invest in your product or invest in your company, so do you have any opportunities for people to do that right now at the ground floor?
Invest as in?
Into helping you to build this tech, because you right now have 3 products. If there are people who like what you are doing or the purpose with which you are building this, and if they want to support you, so is there any ways for people to do that?
Right. So we are actively looking for investors who can invest in us,
Okay.
and especially someone who can help us on the sports side or
Right.
the sports business side.
Okay.
That would be really helpful.
Okay.
Uh, because right now the aim is not just to build a technology and sell it,
Hmm.
but we want to also focus on the esports aspect of it,
Okay.
where people can participate within the Pro Shooter VR tournaments. So there will be multiplayer versions, there will be esports tournaments. Uh, that is how the interest of common people would also be there.
Correct.
Because everybody doesn't want to compete
Correct.
at the real shooting range.
Correct.
But with the esports, there are a lot of games which are coming up, and people are participating in those esports tournaments. So that is also an area where we want to go.
Correct.
As a Pro Shooter VR team. So we always have one vision from day one in our mind, that we want to take shooting sports in VR more like a chess.com. So
Interesting, huh?
everyone right now, every top player in chess, they are there on chess.com. So you and me can also play with the top chess athletes around the world.
Wow.
So that is what we want to basically do it for shooting sports.
Oh, brilliant. I love that vision. Fantastic. Now, how do you measure improvement parameters through the VR product that you have?
So we are building certain modules
Okay.
within the app itself, where it tracks your accuracy, then consistency. So there is a concept called grouping
Okay.
within the shooting community. So it doesn't matter if you are hitting 10 or 9 consistently, even if you are hitting 4, 5, but they are in a certain quadrant. So that is what called grouping.
Right.
So that also basically suggests the consistency that you are hitting
Right.
at the same spot. So all the real world parameters that are there in the shooting, coaching, in the training part of it,
Correct.
we are inculcating into the Pro Shooter VR.
Fantastic. And so, how is Pro Shooter VR different from the typical gaming or other screen-based apps?
Right. So initially we thought of making it as a game,
Correct.
so that everybody can enjoy it as a game.
Okay.
But one thing that we realized after getting the feedback was, some of the people really loved it and some of the people really extremely hated it.
Okay.
So the people who loved the game part were the shooting athletes who have played shooting sports earlier, and people who hated it were the gamers, because they couldn't hit the target within first 10-15 shots,
Right.
and they got pissed off and they uninstalled the game.
Oh, okay.
And that was the time when we decided that we don't want to build the game.
Correct.
We want to build a simulator.
Sport.
And so from that day, basically, we are completely focusing it as a shooting sports simulator and not any just another game.
Oh, that's fantastic. And then, how do you see this particular product shaping the future of shooting sports in India?
So, as I said, that we will be going into schools, recreational centers. So many people would be involved into the shooting sports. So many people will be participating into the shooting sport, getting introduced to it, and eventually they will go to the real shooting range.
Correct.
So we'll have more ranges, more people coming into it.
Correct.
So the dream is that possibly in near future, at some Commonwealth Games or at the Olympics, we will have someone who will be on the podium representing India, but they have started with Pro Shooter VR.
Wow, amazing.
So that is why our company name is Ollie Dream Labs.
Wow.
Olympic Dream Labs.
Wow.
And where our first product Pro Shooter VR is there.
Correct. Oh, superb. I really love this vision that you have. So Devdatta, now we will move to the third segment of our podcast. Okay. This is what we call as community asks. So the KRITVA community that we are building. The on ground and the digital community that we are building. So they have sent in certain questions. So that is something which I would love to ask you. Okay. So the very first one, I'm sure like parents must be thinking this, is shooting a sport that is safe for children?
Yeah, of course it is safe because shooting, if you see shooting as a first word, then of course it feels scary. But if you go to the training centers, which we already have, right, for so many years, the safety is taught first at the shooting range, and then only person can pick up the weapon.
Correct.
And the actually shooting the pellets come at a later part.
Correct.
So shooting is of course safe, and shooting in pro shooter VR is of course safer.
Even safer, true,
So-
absolutely. Is this sport only accessible to financially privileged families?
Traditionally, yes. But as the sport is growing in India, if you see any product which has a growth, right, the cost basically come down. So even the shooting sports costs have been coming down as there are more people coming into the sport.
Correct.
And we have seen certain milestones like Abhinav Bindra winning the gold. Then in especially if you see Maharashtra, names like Anjali Bhagwat winning the World Cup.
True.
And then many female basically started coming into the sport. So right now at the Paris Olympics, Manu Bhakar won the medals in
True.
10-meter pistol.
Correct.
So we see that again, that wave will be there.
Correct.
That lot many people, especially the girls, will be coming into the shooting sports side.
Correct. Correct.
So as we hit these milestones, I'm sure there will be a lot more people coming into the sport.
And overall, I think with regards to the Premier Leagues will also be a good source where more and more people can also showcase their talent, not just at
Yeah, of course.
competitive
So
level.
league is just a start.
Correct.
Right now, it will be the inaugural season.
Correct.
But as the cricket has grown into different leagues,
Correct.
so we can possibly not at that level. Of course, we want every shooting to be at that level.
Yeah.
But at least there will be city-wise tournaments,
Correct.
state-wise tournaments that would happen with the shooting, and many more people can participate into it.
Superb. So what does a realistic career in shooting look like in India?
So frankly speaking, there is no money to be made in shooting sports.
Okay.
So I don't think any athlete, apart from people who have won the Olympic medals,
Correct.
there is any money into it. Mostly people have followed it as a passion to pursue shooting sports. So that's the reality.
Correct. Wonderful. So how does the cost of using your VR system compare to the traditional shooting training at the early stage of their careers?
So we say we haven't basically formed the cost module as such, but we could say that it's just a 20% of the cost that would a person bear.
Correct.
And then there are no recurring charges.
Correct.
It's just the one-time investment that person makes.
Correct.
And have this shooting pro shooter VR lifelong for them.
That is a significant saving, that they do just to get introduced to the sport. So
Yes.
That is fantastic. Can families use this at home without recurring high expenses?
Yeah, of course. Once a family buys the pro shooter VR solution, anybody at home can start using it. And that is also a place where we want to go, or we want to see that even parents are involved into the sport. Because if you see traditionally, or even today, anyone who has basically excelled at sport is because of one of the parent who is already involved with that person.
So true.
So if one of the parent is involved, it helps a lot. And if one of the parents pick up the sport, they can also start enjoying the sport.
Absolutely. And I think what you very rightly said, because the parents don't really play the sport along with their kids. So with your solution or with your device, they can actually experience the same thing with their kids and help them.
Yeah, of course, they can
grow.
definitely experience it.
Yeah,
They can use it as their recreational
True,
tool.
so true, so true. Oh, that is wonderful. And so my last question is, which skills developed in VR actually transfer to real world shooting?
I think all of it.
Okay.
So people who have played the pro shooter VR and people who have been, of course, doing the shooting sports all these world champions, Olympic champions. We basically got the feedback from that they can use Pro Shooter VR when they basically go to tournaments, because once they go to tournaments internationally, many of the times they are not allowed to use the facilities,
Okay.
right? So they have no option basically just to sit at their hotel room and do nothing. So they told us that we can basically use this within our hotel room for our practice. So this was basically a big compliment in terms of what we envision.
Correct.
Is we are not telling them, they are telling us that this is how we can use it.
Correct.
So all of the skills can definitely translate into the real world.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much, Devdatta, for joining us and giving us so many interesting insights into a newly developing sport, essentially.
Yes, and thank you for having me
Absolutely.
on your podcast.
Thank you so much. So, guys, if whatever you have heard Devdatta share here has been interesting or exciting, put that in the comments below. And if you have any more questions for him about sports tech or about shooting particularly, make sure you put those questions in the comments below as well. Thank you for watching.